Hi developers, I'm back with new video. In this video, we are going to create this sidebar. If you don't know, this video is a continuation of this video, but do not worry, if you're just here for creating a sidebar, I will quickly show you what all setups you need to do before following this video. So let's get started. First and foremost, you need to open any browser and search for React Router DOM. Go with this first link and copy this command and paste in your application. Currently, this is my MERN application, so I have two folders, backend and frontend. So I will open this in terminal. Here I will paste that command by pressing Ctrl+Shift+V and hit enter. Now this library will be useful for creating sidebar navigation. So once it is installed, you can check that in your packet.json right here. Next, you need to set up your browser router. For that, you need to go inside index.js, and here first you need to import it from React Router DOM and then wrap your application with browser router. Step number 3 is you need to set up routes. For that, I have created new file and named it as all routes. You can name it anything. All you need to do is in this file, you need to first import this route and routes, and you need to create routes such as this. Step number 4 is you need to use this all routes in your app.js. So here you need to first import it and then use it. That's it. If you're done with these steps, now we are ready to create our sidebar. For that, I will create a new folder named as admin. If you are following this series, then you may know that I have created a client side as well as the admin side. So let me start my application. Since this is the MERN application, I also need to start my backend folder. Just a quick thing, somebody told me in comments that he is not able to connect with his database. So I have shown you how you can connect it till here, but still if you are getting some errors, so what you can do, you can put one comma, open these brackets, and you need to write this. Use new URL parser and make it as true, and then use .then and .catch method. If you're getting any error, it will catch the error here itself, and here it will print it. So once you get the exact error, you will be able to figure out things. So first, it has connected with my MongoDB and my port is running as 8080, and I'm also connected with my database. So let us now see our application. So this is what we have created in our previous video, and I have one admin route for visiting the admin section. Currently this is the admin section, but I need to create a sidebar here. So what I will do is, first of all, I will go inside my admin page. And let us comment this line. Now we will create a sidebar. Inside this admin folder, I will create a new file and name it as sidebar.jsx. Now we will use RAFCE to create this quick snippet, and I would like to import this sidebar in our admin page so that we can see what we are doing. Inside this component sidebar. Now if you will see our application, you can see sidebar is written. First of all, we will create a container. This container represents this complete thing which you are able to see here. Inside this container, I want a sidebar here. So let us create that also. Sidebar. We will side by side write CSS so that we are able to understand it more clearly. For that, we need to create a new file. So let us create it here, sidebar.css. Now we need to import this CSS file inside our sidebar component. For that, we will write import.sidebar.css. Let us write CSS for this sidebar. That's it. This sidebar will contain two sections. One will be top section and rest of the thing will be menu list. So let us create the top section now. Inside this top section, we will have logo. And then we will have a bar. For that bar icon, what we need to do is we need to install another library, which is React icons. Go with this first link and you can copy this. And inside your frontend folder, let us install this. In the meantime, we will look at what are these React icons. So you can see this GitHub pages. Here all the icons which you are able to see, you can use it in your application. For now, I want a bar. So let us search for that and we will use this one. You need to just import this. Let us import it here and then use it like this. You can see we are able to get this icon now. Now let us write some CSS for this bar also. Now this bar will have functionality that once we will click on it, it will shrink it. So let us create that functionality first. For that we will create a state. Let us create is open state. By default this will be true. Now whenever user will click on this bars, we will change the state. So we will use on click. So whenever user will click on this, the state will become false, and again if the user will click, it will become true again, because we are using not operation here. To make that functionality work, all we need to do is to change the CSS property. So what we can do here, we can use styles and then we can use width, and then we can see if is open is true, I'm using a ternary operator here, then width will be this much, and if it is not, then we can make it as 4 rem. Whenever we will click, it got shrinked. We will enhance this later. Let us first create the menu list here. After this top section, here we will create our menu list. For that, let us first create a variable known as menu list. This will be array of objects, and what we will pass here is we will pass the path. So /admin, and we will also pass the name. We can name it anything. Let us write dashboard and icon. We will use map higher order function, which will give us element and index. And now we can use this return keyword And let us use nav link here. So from where we will get this nav link, we need to import it from React router DOM. So let us do that first. Import something from React router DOM, which is nothing but nav link. Now we can use this. Nav link, that means navigation link. Here we can write element dot name. So we will get all the names. And here we will write 2 and we will give element dot path. So whenever we will click on this, it will take us to that page. Currently that page is not available. So what we need to do is we need to go inside this routes page. Here inside this all route, we first need to create all the routes. So what we can do, we can just copy it and change the name. And at the last, we can create a route like this by giving this asterisk. If a user tries to go in some of the pages which is not available in our application, so it will be redirected to this not found page. So we need to create that pages first. So let us go inside pages folder, and here we will create some pages, which is about.jsx. Now we need to import all of these pages inside this. Now whenever we will click on this, we have moved to analytics page, purchase, we have moved to purchase, and so on. Let us go back to sidebar. And here, since we are mapping, so we will provide this key prop, which is very important. Let us give a class name for styling. And we will also provide a active class name. Now let us write some CSS. So here we will use our icons. So let us create a class for that. Here we want that dashboard means here we want rest of the content. For that there is a special keyword in React which is children, and we are going to use that. Here we will destructure children prop. And after all of this, here we will use a main tag. You can also create a div, but I am using main because here we will send our main content, and here we will use that children. You may have noticed that whenever we are moving to analytics page, we are coming to analytics page, but that sidebar has gone. Same for all of these pages also. To prevent this, what we will do is we will go inside our all routes, and instead of using sidebar, just only just in our admin page. We will not use it here. Instead, we will use it in our all now. We will wrap this admin page with sidebar, and we will put this admin page between this. So what will happen is, for this sidebar component, this admin page is still rendered. Now let us go and check. Whenever we will click on this analytics page, you can see this sidebar, it's still there, and analytics we are able to see it here. Same for rest of things also, and this is what we want, which is great. Let us give some styling for this also. So we have changed this, and this is nice. The text is not in white color. For this bar, here we will write some style, which is margin is open is true, then margin will be 3 rem, otherwise it will be 0 rem. We can see there is so much gap in top and bottom of this, so we can fix that. Here inside this dashboard, we can see there is nothing. So what we will do, inside our dashboard page, so we have not created dashboard page, so let us do that. Dashboard.js refc, and inside our admin page, we will go inside our admin page. Here we will render our dashboard page. Just for now, we can change this letter, and we can pass this. And then inside our dashboard page, what we can do, we can use this order table component, and this component requires data. This requires data. Okay, our dashboard page will pass, we'll take data from here, and we will pass data equals to data, and this should work. Now you can see this is working, but this is not looking as expected, so we need to change some coloring here. So let us do that. We need to go inside order.css, and here we will use this background color inside this order.css. Instead, let us use this only. Here we need to provide a background color for this model. So we need to go inside model.css, and let us give background color as this. Now we are able to get this. So this is how you can create a sidebar in your React application. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will continue this and we will add search functionality and filter functionality. And we will also add some charts and graph later to create this complete admin page. If you like this video, you can hit the like button. And also do not forget to subscribe to my channel.